Namaskar. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining in and taking this initiative, and also allowing to record this video. So today we are discussing. We all went, just for everybody to know, that we all watched this movie. Uh, the movie name is what is the movie name?
Eternal
Yeah, stop
Sunshine
it.
of a Spotless Mind.
Yeah. See, this happens. The movie's name is Eternal Sunshine of a Spotless Mind. And the idea of doing this video is to discuss within each other. All of us have been connected now for a while. That how, when it comes to message or when it comes to a learning of life, how we don't have to always depend upon things which happen to us and seems like our suffering. It could be that also we are living a normal life. We will go through our own ups and downs as well. But how we can learn lessons and deep insights from in an entertaining way, by watching such movies as Eternal Sunshine of a Spotless Mind. We are in a time where we absolutely have a lot of time, so the idea was just to engage ourselves more mindfully. And here I have Khadija, Vinita, and Krishna with me. They agreed for this experiment, so thanks to them also. So each one of them has beautiful insights of what they figured out in terms of various aspects while watching this movie. So I hand it over to you, whoever wants to go next. Khadija, would you like to go next?
So I'll go next. Yeah, I'll go next. So I've noted down some points to begin with. I feel the crux of the movie, through the eyes which I could see, is around the learning that in a relationship we always try to change the individual, the partner, rather than accepting them as they are. And I can really relate it to my own real time life experience as well. So they met each other and they liked, so the guy Joel liked the spark of Clementine, right? And it was like कि उसको मजा आ रहा था उसके साथ. He saw a different part of life. He was somebody who's very silent and she was somebody who was very extrovert, and the opposites actually attract each other and they were really in love with each other. But slowly and gradually, I think that the reason of the attraction was, I felt, was the reason of the difference as well. So I feel slowly and gradually in relationships, the spark which had attracted each other tends to, go somewhere behind and the differences come in front. So we should always look at what was it that attracted me towards that person in the first go, and how do I keep that alive.
Right.
And rather than we come in a very complaining mood. एक मोड हमारा आ जाता है जहाँ पे हम सिर्फ कंप्लेन करते हैं about the other person, rather than seeing it from the other person's viewpoint, that what is missing. So I think that's a big learning which I have also learned in my life, and I think since that was my learning, तो मुझे ये angle दिखा उस movie में. And the second thing which I think was, that we should be adventurous, and adventure adds a lot of excitement and newness in life. So the way they went onto that frozen lake out of the blue.
Yeah. Okay.
One of the great memories. Yeah. Okay.
Right.
ठीक है. So that was the second thing. Then एक चीज I experienced, my third point. Few memories of it's what I could understand, correct me if I'm wrong, few memories which are there in our subconscious mind, they never get erased. Like in the sense, हमें लगता है कि we have erased it, but it's somewhere there. Why I'm saying this, it's from the scene wherein they kiss each other when the erase is happening in Joel's mind, and the last scene when they kiss and Clementine says, let's meet at Montauk Lake, right? And next morning when he gets up, suddenly he just thinks कि नहीं उसको वही जाना है, and he doesn't know उसको क्यों जाना है. So few memories are there which never get erased, and I think we should always listen to our instinct is also the second thing which comes into my mind when I'm thinking of this point. So instincts को हमेशा trust करना चाहिए और follow करना चाहिए. Next, ethics in work life or wherever should never be compromised. So if you see the relationship between his boss Howard and Mary, so they were in a professional setup, and they went into a very casual or an informal setup. And rather than discussing it, this guy had erased it in her memory, which came up later, but in a very bad shape.
Right.
So I think that's also very important, to discuss out things and to, we should face realities rather than running away from them. And that's the situation which happened with Clementine and Joel as well. They never faced it. They ran away from the realities. They wanted to just run away out of it. So rather than sitting, discussing, or trying other ways to get it sorted, they thought, let's just erase it off and just get rid of it. But it never happens like that in real life. It never happens. So I think since we have come on earth as humans and to experience all these things, so I think we should always accept things as they are, and we should try to improvise rather than running away. My next point was that I hope I'm not going very fast.
No, not at all. But I don't know on my side, why does your screen come as frozen?
That will come because abhi I've opened my notepad. So my notepad pe hu, my camera is on off.
Okay.
That's fine. Okay. So so that's why I was. And yes, the next point was that we shouldn't. So see what happened. Clementine took an impulsive decision, got his memory erased from her brain, and this guy thought, let me also do a tit for tat and get it done. I also want to get rid of it. So I don't know how many of us have watched that movie 50 First Dates. Okay,
I have. I really used to enjoy that movie. Like I've seen it at least 50
I watched it. Yes, multiple times. And if you see, I thought of that movie when the scene came. You know why? Because this guy was trying again and again to bring up new memories in that girl's mind.
Absolutely,
of the first date.
Yeah.
And here, what he did was he just said, "Okay, you did this to me. I'll do the same thing to you." So वो जो एक attitude of tit for tat, yeah, ठीक है, whatever you do, I'll do the same, is actually not very appreciable, and it's not beneficial also in the long run. And so we shouldn't take actions when we are very impulsive or angry, because majority of the time we end up doing something which is actually not desired. Yeah, and then now when he took that decision, subconsciously he would have just said it in the flow, ki theek hai, but his mind was not prepared for it, right? And while the entire exercise was going in his brain, he was trying to stop those memories from getting erased.
Right.
So which means that he was resisting what he had decided to do.
Right.
So again, once decided, just don't resist, go with the flow. And if you see in that frame, when he started going with the flow, it was much more easier for both of them. Like in his subconscious, they said, okay, we are going, let's say a goodbye to each other at least. So they were sort of okay with it.
Right.
So I think resistance creates more problems, acceptance creates a better flow.
Absolutely.
So we should always accept things. Now, once we are onto something, then accept it as it is and go for it, types. And I think destiny always surpasses a lot of things. I sometimes feel destiny ka hu ya extreme inner desire maybe. It was the sort of extreme inner desire to be with each other however they are. But consciously they never knew about it. Maybe subconsciously they were aware that we like each other and we want to be, but consciously they were saying, no, this is not the person I want to be with. So I think ये चीज तब sort out हो सकती है when we sit with us and we try to see what is it that I actually want.
Yeah,
that analysis in life is really very important. And so we should that's it. And
great.
Yes, I think I'm done with my points.
Beautifully like beautiful learnings. I just wanted to ask you all that how many of us have ever gone through a situation, be it in terms of relationships or otherwise, and thought that I wish that had not happened and I wish that I could forget that. It could be anything.
Happens all the time with all of us.
I asked myself that question, Neha. No, Neha, but with me, after watching this movie, I asked that question to myself, that would I want to erase any memory from my brain?
Right.
And honestly, I said no. Because I've had multiple, I would say, relationships which have not turned the way I would have expected them to. But every relationship has actually given me a lot of good things and a lot of learnings as well. So I think it was required. And if I erase it, the entire purpose of those years which I spent will go waste.
Exactly. And imagine living that again and again with either. So, like even in this movie, when they go towards the end and when they meet each other again, where they are living the first time that they met, imagine they would go through the same relationship again, living the same mistakes. That's the reason why it has been shown that they go to the same place where they had gone on the first date, met at the same place. Imagine the horrendosity of that, if that's even a word.
Yeah, and every day the same.
And it's like living a life
and then you don't learn anything.
I would want to add
and
something
you end
here.
Sorry, Khadija, go ahead.
No, I'm good. Please go ahead.
So, when we are talking, I just remembered a scene, when I was thinking, why would they go back into a pattern at the end? And I realized the reason they got along well the second time is because at that point they didn't have any limitations, because they forgot all that they had against the anger, the frustration towards each other. And that is that they didn't have any limitations in their mind against that particular person or relating to the other
there was
person.
no judgment yet. Yes, yeah.
Right. And without the judgment,
because they accepted each other the way they are.
Yeah. So, and they like that part.
They didn't have a limitation that this person is like, no judgment. So
correct.
Imagine the reason they were okay to try as well was because they didn't judge. They okay, this happened. They accepted it at a point where they said, you know what, it's okay. So I think that was because they didn't have any judgment against each other.
But just a little perspective here, when they got back together for the second time, we don't know what happened after that, after the okay. So that's what the director has left to, or the writer has left to our imagination. That from there, it could have gone anywhere. Considering they have forgotten their past memories, so we don't know, maybe they have no learning, right? They are treating each other as, as they were earlier. So there's no learning. They've erased those learnings which they might have had, which while Joel was living through those incidents while erasing, he was going through the learnings of each of those incidents also, because now he knew that if, in this situation, like while earlier they were really happening, there was no sense of losing her, but then in the memory part, when he was going through it, there was a sense of losing her, and that's where he tried to forgive her in every aspect also. So what about forgiveness? What about accepting the other for the way he or she is, and forgiveness? And
correct.
And it's not always about erasing the memories of a person, no matter how hurtful it is, because it does leave, as Khadija also mentioned, it does leave a like a sanskar in us, or a memory imprint in us, which helps us in other aspects of our life, or other areas of our life.
True.
Right? Yeah. Vinita, would you like to add anything?
Yeah. The first thing that I observed was women bring sunshine. No matter what the situation was, wherever a woman entered in the situation became kind of live. Otherwise, it was very boring. Okay. Start from Joel's life, where the movie starts.
Yeah.
He's thinking about his former girlfriend, and is feeling like, why I am now here and why I am not with somebody, and why can't I go back to her? That would be nice. She was nice, and that was nice is good. So the moment this girl enters his life, his boring, dull life, though she is very impromptu, like, brings so much of happening in his life. Otherwise, his life was very stagnant.
Okay, is it my net connection? I think it's my net connection, which is okay. Now it's fine, I guess.
Okay. Audible?
Yeah, now you're audible.
Yeah.
Okay. So the same thing happens when this there are 3 people in the room and his memory is being erased, and those 2 guys are talking to each other, and he keeps on listening to everything while things are subconsciously being erased. When the girl enters the room, the scene becomes lively. Apart from that, those 2 are actually talking and they're laughing and everything, but still it is very, very boring. You kind of a thing. Then opposites attract. That's something very normal we can see. The last part obviously is left for the interpretation of the viewer, whether they actually come together again and are going to live the same thing all over again, or they are not, because he says it's okay. And they do not unite. Now,
nothing has been shown after that what happens.
Yes, they united later on, or they did not unite and they went their own ways, because they said we will be again fighting and all these things will happen all over again. And he says it's okay. So it's okay means what? Let's not fight anymore and let's go our own each ways and be happy further? Or does it actually mean it's okay if we fight all over again, but this time we will have new learnings? We have no clue about that.
Yeah.
Then there is this part where his memory keeps on erasing and he keeps on holding on to it. He wants to hide her in some place wherein she will not be erased. So first he has the memory and he is angry that she erased him. So he wants to erase her. And he feels like if I do this, my pain will go away. He is going through a lot of pain that I'm again and again trying to be with her and she's not listening and she's with some other younger man. And why do I still have to go through this pain? So, okay, fine. You erase me, let me erase you as well. Our memories make us who we are. No matter how painful, no matter how good, no matter how bad, our memories actually make us who we are. If we are going to erase them, we are going to lose a sense of our own self.
Absolutely.
So, हमारे पास जब जो नहीं होता ना, हमें तब वो चाहिए होता है. Today I have pain, so I want to erase that memory. Losing that happy memory will be very painful for me, so I don't want to erase that memory. We always want what we do not have. That's what we do not have is so bloody attractive to us. वही चाहिए जो नहीं है हमारे पास. जो है उसमें हमें कभी संतोष नहीं आता. So we'll never be like, okay, fine, it's a painful memory, but finally it's my memory and I'm okay with it. Initially, I had that thought. How wonderful if somebody could erase some parts of my life. I would actually write name a few people and I'll tell them,
right. And you know, also because another thing is that because I myself and you know with others when I do inner child healing and stuff like that, what's interesting is that each one of us have had a journey, right? And that journey, as all of you had pretty well mentioned, that journey is what has made us what we are today. Good, bad, ugly, jo bhi hai hum aaj is because of the journey that we've had. And if we remove even one aspect of it, one memory of it, we will not be what we are today. So the idea is to first know that who are we? What are we? Like, you know, what is it that entails being each one of us? And when it comes to relationships, those are just a reflection of it. Like when you think about these two people, they just met. Yes, opposites attract. When it comes to even astrology, it is said that why do opposites attract? Opposites attract because you have something which I don't, okay, and the other person is also thinking the same thing, that this one has, I have something which that person doesn't. So we have an opportunity of coming together and growing and learning from each other, you know, instead of running away from each other thinking that why are you not like me. If everybody in this world is like a Neha Goyal or like a Vinita or a Khadija or a Krishna, then what's the fun of living life? It's like living with our own clones. What are we learning? How are we progressing? How are we growing? How are we experiencing? Kuch hoga hi nahi. It's like just living with yourself forever, and which cannot be an interesting aspect of life for sure. Right. So, and then another thing is that when it comes to this woman Clementine also, you might have noticed that, yes, how about this aspect of being childlike and, the new experiences that it brings to life? She was very childlike. She was very open to, one way of looking at it as an adult is being adventurous. But she was like, she did not hesitate approaching Joel in the train, it was all her experiences which led to all those beautiful memories, be it the beach house or the snow bala thingy. It was all of her saying, let's do this. And that's how the memories were even created, isn't it? Else they would have been just sitting in a room doing Joel saying no to everything and like basically just not doing anything. So, how open are we all to do things and be that childlike also? Then even the hair color that she was changing, just shows that how we are not the same person every day. It was just a metaphoric way of showing that how we are not the same person every day. But imagine if two people are together, the other person, or we expect the other person to be the same throughout the relationship, irrespective of whatever relationship it is. It could be a job relationship, it could be a romantic relationship. Is it fair for us to expect that the other person will always remain the same, and vice versa, that for the other person to expect that I will always be the same person as he or she found me? So if we are
That's not
together,
possible.
it's not possible, it's not fair, it's not a fair expectation also.
Yes.
Yeah. And as I think Krishna mentioned, that to accept the person, or to accept the reality of what is, in the given moment, it just gives you some sort of a freedom, some sort of a freedom, and also some sort of a it puts the other person in ease also. So that other person is like, I can be myself in front of you. यहाँ पे problem Clementine को यही थी, उसको लगता था कि जैसे as soon as I will show Joel who I am, he will leave me. तो उसने उससे पहले ही उसको छोड़ दिया. That was the problem. So that is a relationship issue. We feel that before that person leaves me, let me only leave that person. So we start showing a cold shoulder to that person, or in a job situation we resign, so on and so forth. So yeah. So
There is
the Zoom session will get over in 3 minutes, 2.5 minutes actually.
Okay. There's this last part wherein again, like you were referring to, when they both listened to each other's tapes, they realized that we both had complaints from.
Vinita,
thank God I can't listen to your thoughts. Thank God that you can't listen to my thoughts. That gives me a buffer to be nice to you, to accept you, etc., etc., everything. But if everything that I think the other person knows, and if everything that the other person thinks I know, life would be living hell for sure.
Exactly, because there is a me which I show to the world, and which the me that I show to the world is different in different relationships, and there is a me that I am privately, and which could be, how do I say, which is very different from what I'm showing to the other world, to the outer world as well.
Neha, everybody will always have at least one aspect of them which might not be, it's not that they have to hide it, or that it might not be, acceptable. Like, okay, I am a wild child. I'm not actually a wild child, I'm just saying so. But how many of my own family members can actually accept it? They cannot accept it. It is not their capacity. So just to give that buffer of ease to them, I behave properly, I behave nicely, I be a good girl. But when nobody is home, I put on music and I dance as wildly as I want to, and I do whatever I want to. That's your personal space, personal time. It matters, because there is obviously always going to be difference between a group energy and a person's private space and private energy. It cannot be, I cannot always bring all my energy all the time to the same place, because it might not really be acceptable also, it might not gel also. Things will be explosive. If everybody came out in their own actual true selves, things will be really explosive.
Yeah, so the idea is